Okay, hello everyone, and it's me again. I guess I'm saying that to like a bunch of people that aren't watching. This is gonna be like a kind of a twofer. Okay, these two games, Overwatch, Quantum Break. I'm gonna do a review of both these games in about like 15 minutes. First with Quantum Break. This game is about time travel, controlling time, trying to stop an evil corporation from just obliterating everything, and it's like one night this guy played by, look at that, played by Iceman right there, he's going to a college to meet his friend for an experiment. They're gonna do this experiment. Everything of course they're going in for the experiment. Everything is going actually perfectly, and then things start going until everything starts going bad. I'm not gonna give you the whole thing, but because you probably know it by now. The game's been out for a while, but everything starts to go bad, and now you gotta fix it. And you're not the only one trying to fix it. There's other people trying to fix it. But I'm gonna talk about the gameplay. The gameplay is alright. I thought it's a shooter. It's a third-person shooter, cover-based. You get all these different time powers that help you out with the shoot. That help you out. There's like excuse me. All these different time powers. God, I don't remember any of the names of any of these different time powers, but they're all pretty good in my opinion. They help. There's like this one time where you freeze somebody and then you can stack the bullets. You stack bullets onto them, so when it goes away, they're dead instantly. That's one of my favorite ones. That one and the one that's pretty much like a grenade. Those are my two favorite ones. And then it's like you get like more powers as you progress through the game. Then there's the story's alright, and now the first time I played this game, I was like, this is pretty fucking cool. And then I watched the Angry Joe review of it. I watched Angry Joe review it. And the Angry Joe show, like, watch that guy. He's about the only guy I trust now on YouTube for video game reviews. Ever since Rev 3 left. He's like the only guy I trust with video game reviews. He pointed out some stuff that was like, I was like, And then I played it again. I noticed what he was talking about. Like after I saw the review, but it's like what he said I get what he said in the review, but it didn't like stop me from enjoying the game. All that stuff. It didn't stop me from enjoying the game. Also, you have to point out that what they also did what Defiance. You guys, if anybody remembers that game, Defiance. They had like it was like they're gonna have like a video game and a TV show, and then the TV show, what happened in the TV show was gonna affect what was in the game, and all that stuff. And they do that. They kind of do that with Quantum Break, except the episodes come with the game. That's pretty. I thought that was pretty cool. Seeing all the actors in video game form, like watching them, and then it going into a live action thing, and then getting to see the same actors again. I'm like, oh, that's pretty. I'm like, that was pretty fucking cool. I thought that was pretty cool because I'm glad to see that don't remember his name. The black bald guy that's in this game. I forgot his name. But I'm like, I'm glad to see that guy's got work. He was on Fringe. If anybody's seen that show, Fringe, the black bald guy. He's like, that's good to see he's got work, doing something, you know. So that was good. That was cool seeing him going from like a video game to live action. I thought it was alright. And also, I didn't know this when I picked up the game. You guys can see that. Comes with a copy of Alan Wake. When I picked up the game, I didn't notice that. And I thought, that's pretty cool. Because I never got to play Alan Wake. And I always wanted to play that game, so that's a plus. So all in all, so like, Quantum Break. Like, give it a shot. At the very least, rent it. Rent it first. If you like it, then go ahead and buy it. You know, don't just skip over it because of something somebody else said. You might like it. You know. Now this one, Overwatch. This game is pretty fucking awesome. This is like one of the coolest games ever. This is like one of the coolest shooter games ever. It's like the best way I can use to describe it is if League of Legends and Call of Duty multiplayer had a baby. This is what they would. This is the baby. This is their baby. Right here. Because it doesn't have. Because Call of Duty multiplayer has there's like active loadouts. They have like active loadouts and stuff, and you like switch weapons and all this stuff. Overwatch doesn't have that, which is why it's been compared. Because you have like one weapon, and then you have abilities for each character, which is why it's been compared to a MOBA. Because it seems like because I've played it and it does kind of come off like a MOBA. Excuse me. It does come off like a MOBA. It's really good. All these different these different characters, different personalities. They're great. And then there's and it's like my favorite character on the game is McCree, the cowboy. Who I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know his backstory. I haven't read his backstory. I'm pretty sure he's like I think he might be an actor. He's not like an actual cowboy. I think he was an actor in a movie playing a cowboy, but he can actually shoot. So, excuse me, a little thirsty. Drinking this Kool-Aid. So he was, and I think that's part of his backstory, because like one of the stages is a movie set where they were filming a western. So I mean, yeah, and McCree is like the only cowboy in the game. So there you go. There's other characters like Genji and Hanzo. They're brothers. Hanzo killed Genji, but Genji came back, and now he's a ninja. There's a short story. There's a short film that Blizzard made that tells you about their backstory. So go watch that. There's a couple of short stories. There's like a couple of short films that they made for some of the characters. It's great. They're all of them are great. You should watch those. If you like this game, if you like Overwatch, you should get it. There's and it's also Overwatch is also another game out called Battleborn. And Overwatch and Battleborn came out around the same time as each other. But they're so vastly different than one another. It's like you don't if you feel the need to have to choose between Battleborn or Overwatch, like, you shouldn't, because they're so vastly different than one another. You know, it's just a great game. If you ever played a MOBA before, you'll probably like that game. If you ever played a shooter before, you'd probably like that game. It's very fast paced. I played it the other day. I played like 5 matches in a row. Only won 1 of them. I'm not that good at the game. Every time you level up, you get a loot box. Every time you level up, you get a loot box, and you get like some cool stuff in it, like alternate costumes, spray paint, audio stuff, like stuff the character will say. Some of those items are rare. I think you get money too. You get like coins or something. Don't know what that's for exactly. I haven't used it or attempted to use it. It's pretty cool. I got an alternate costume from McCree, but it's the thing though, is like you get alternate costumes for everybody. You'll get stuff for everyone, not just the character you're playing at the time, but you'll get stuff for everybody. Now, for some people, excuse me again. For some people, they're like, well, that makes no sense. I don't even play that character. Why do I need an alternate skin for them? Doesn't make any sense. I don't need that. But for me, when I play a game like that where there's stuff you can collect, I like to go in and try to collect everything. So getting alternate costumes for other characters, even though I don't technically play that character, that's great for me. That means I can collect stuff without having to play every single character in the game. That's great. For me, that's great. I like that. So that's good. And I got because I bought it on Xbox One, so I got the Origins Edition. So I got the codes for the extra stuff, like the Widowmaker alternate skin, the card backs for Hearthstone, which I play, which is like, oh, that's great, because I have none of the alternate card backs for that game. Now I do. Now I have 1. And Tracer and then you also get a Tracer on Heroes of the Storm, which again, it's another game I play, so that's good too. So I just have to hope I can learn how to play her on that game, because I don't play her in Overwatch. I play McCree. I think I said that before. It's a great game. Let's see, I got some time. I got about 2 minutes left. By the time this video comes out, E3 will probably be over. So you've probably seen it. You've probably seen everything at E3 by this point. I guess some games I'm looking forward to. That new God of War. That new God of War. That looked awesome. Watch Dogs 2 looks pretty good. And oh man, what else? The Happy Few, Recore, some other stuff. And if anybody sees this, I know they said something about they said when they were talking about the Happy Few, they were talking about like something about preview, like some kind of game preview or something, like you could play the game and then give feedback to the developers. Is that like, do I have to go to a website somewhere to sign up for that, or what? They didn't really explain how you get involved in that. So if anybody sees this video and knows how to get involved in that, I would like to know, because that game looked fucking awesome, and I'd like to start playing it. So, yeah, yeah. And if anybody who watched my other, and then I guess this is coming to an end. And anybody who watched any of my other videos, watched like my last like 3 videos, I had my brother there with me. Like, how come I don't have my brother with me now? Because he hasn't played any of these games. He hasn't played those 2 games yet. He's not going to play Quantum Break. He's not going to play Quantum Break. He's planning on playing Overwatch on PlayStation, but I don't know how that's going to come out. I don't know how that's going to work out for him. So whatever. If it does, I'll probably come back with his impressions of the game. Yeah. Other than that, everybody have man of waffle. See you later.